Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the state of Runes of Magic in 2025. Yes, it's still around, and if you're wondering whether it's worth your time, stick around because we have a lot to talk about. Runes of Magic is a free-to-play tap-target MMORPG developed by Runewaker Entertainment and published by Gameforge. It was first released in 2009 and is often compared to World of Warcraft due to its similar art style and gameplay mechanics. One unique feature, though, is its dual-class system. It has grown over the years and offers tons of content, including player housing, pet system, crafting, auction house, minigames, instance zones, and much more. There is also PvP content in Runes of Magic, but I won't cover it in this review because I didn't get into any of it. Let's start with the visuals. Runes of Magic has always had a certain charm, and that hasn't changed. The world is colorful, the environment has a nice high fantasy feel, and character designs still hold some nostalgic appeal. Bonus, there's tons of pirate style zones, which really scratches an itch for me. But let's be honest. By today's standards, the graphics are poorly outdated. The textures are low resolution, animations feel stiff, and it's clear this game hasn't received any major graphical updates in a long time. Or ever. More severe than the visuals though is the performance of the client. It is clunky, poorly optimized, and crashes or freezes are more common than rare. Expect long loading times and frustrating stutters, especially in crowded areas. But here's where Runes of Magic still shines, the community. Despite having a small player base, the people who are still here are some of the most dedicated and helpful players you'll find in any MMORPG. Guilds are the backbone of the game, offering new players guidance, resources, and a sense of belonging. If you're thinking about jumping into the game, joining a guild early is not only an option, but highly recommended. The early game and leveling process are surprisingly enjoyable. Quests are straightforward, the world is fun to explore, very pretty, and there's a nice sense of progression. But don't let that fool you, the grind is real, and it ramps up fast once you hit max level and aim for your first decent gear. If you're not a fan of grind-heavy MMOs, this might not be for you. Daily quests and minigames aren't just optional side activities, they are mandatory if you want to stay relevant. The economy and upgrade systems demand a constant stream of materials and currency provided by players, meaning you'll be running the same daily tasks over and over again to farm these and rare valuable items. The real problem is that mass twinking, some players having several dozens of twinks for these daily activities, inflates the market and makes it harder for casual players to compete. On the bright side, Runes of Magic still has some great instance dungeons as well as some world bosses. They offer fun mechanics, a solid challenge, and decent rewards based on your gear and level. However, the small player base means that finding a group, especially for older content, can be a real struggle unless you're in a good guild with a decent amount of players. One reason for that might be that the content does not scale along with your level, but stays static. Here is an example. Given you are a level 100 player with some decent gear, congratulations, you will one-shot every mob in a level 55 dungeon, but you will be rewarded by items completely irrelevant for your character. Another reason is the lack of an instant finder. You can gather your group using the world chat or the zone chat, but using the world chat requires premium currency, which is pretty expensive and therefore not very practical. If you have a small community around you, especially sticking to older content can be very rewarding for newer players, since no expensive endgame gear is required if you put some self-inflicted restrictions towards your level and your gear. At this point I would like to promote the Classic project, which is currently set up. We will replay chapters 1 and 2, so basically levels 50 to 55, based on the restrictions described in this Classic trailer. I will also link the video in the description. It would be a blast if you joined, and I would be thrilled if we found some new players for it. Thank you. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Pay to win. Runes of Magic has always been known for its cash shop advantages, and that hasn't changed. If you're willing to spend, you can progress much faster, get stronger gear, and skip a lot of the grind. Free-to-play players can still play endgame content with tons of grind and creativity, but it takes significantly more time and effort to reach the same gear as paying players. So, is Runes of Magic worth playing in 2025? If you're looking for a casual, grind-heavy tap-target MMORPG with a solid community and don't mind outdated graphics and performance issues, then yes, it can still be fun. But if you're after a smooth, modern experience or hate pay-to-win mechanics, you might want to look elsewhere. What do you think? Have you played Runes of Magic recently? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more MMO content. Thanks for watching, guys.